I digress. Speaking of college football, Detroit Lions need some of them guys. All right, maybe not the POS ones. Maybe if they're good enough, I don't know. You know, POS guys can win some championships at the NFL level. But I put out a poll, so I've seen this graphic or not. I was curious on College Saturday, and Spence, you and I actually had this discussion in one of our group chats. But as Detroit Lions,
who's Juan?
Yeah, Lions fans, you can only choose one, and no one follows the rules. But no, honestly, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, what is like ideal for you in terms of like this year's upcoming draft? You have Will Anderson, the guy who could easily go number one as a defensive end, edge rusher, and grab like a Will Levis with your other top 15 pick with the Rams. Mm-hmm. Or you could take that number one or number two pick and just go straight for Bryce Young, or the C.J. Stroud too.
Will Anderson and Levis obviously wouldn't be a bad choice, but I just think Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud, they're special, man. They're special players,
mm-hmm.
and I would go after one of them. I would go after. Oh man, it's tough to choose between the two, because obviously Bryce Young's 5'2", and C.J. Stroud.
Let these short kings be.
C.J. Stroud can throw the ball, man. He can throw the skin off the pig. Like, he goes out there, he makes some very impressive throws. He has a very strong arm. He can move the ball all over the field, do a lot of different things. This isn't the Ohio State quarterback of yesteryear. This isn't the Terrell Pryor or Braxton Miller, guys that go out there and are just athletic freaks, and they're running this, spread offense, a lot of West Coast style stuff with Urban Meyer. Ryan Day runs a more pro style offense, and you need a good pocket passer in that, and that's what C.J. Stroud has been. So it's tough. It's tough. I do like the connection of bringing back, the Jameson Williams, Bryce Young connection. I like that. I think that plays a huge role. You see that happening everywhere now. Obviously not working out in Vegas with Derek Carr and Devontae Adams, but you see it working out very well with Tua and Waddle.
Yeah.
With Burrow and Chase. If we can get Bryce and
Murray and Brown before Brown got hurt, they got going for
Murray and Brown. You can get Bryce and J-Mo. I wouldn't say no to that. I wouldn't say no to that at all. Although I do love Will Anderson, and I have been preaching Will Anderson heavy, I just think the drop-off between C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young to Will Levis is huge. It is huge.
Yeah, I think with Jared Goff, you have time, I guess, with the Will Levis, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, you're stuck paying that $20 million regardless.
You can come tomorrow.
Whoa.
Only pay $10 million. Well, not tomorrow, but
the
end of the year, only got to pay $10 million.
It's tough for me. I see both sides for sure. But, Will Anderson and Levis probably would make the most sense, I guess, because you do have the time to develop a Levis somewhat between the season. If Goff starts going downhill, if he looks good, he's automatically a trade asset, and that works with either one of these options, obviously. But with Levis, you could ease him into a little bit. Bryce Young, your fans probably want to see that one a little bit quicker. But the Bryce Young scenario for me, Spinny, I can just see the 30 for 30 now. All right, I could just see him.
Calm yourself.
Let me do this. All right, let me get this real quick. All right, because you could just the 30 for 30. Maybe it's T. Foss talking they hated Dan Campbell. First Dan Campbell comes to the city, they love the guy. They're slowly turning on him. They didn't like him. And they drafted Jameson Williams. They didn't get to see this kid all year. People are calling him a bust. Matter of fact, they just benched him for the rest of the year so he come back fully healthy the next year. And they drafted this kid, Bryce Young. The music hits. They're playing Bryce Young highlights of Jameson Williams, and that's just the connection, and it's it. And I'm just sold on it, man. So, some of these scenarios, you can paint the picture for yourself. It's just too good to be true.